I wish I liked fish. I wish I was the person in the restaurant so like, I don't get to go out to dinner that often, but instead of getting a delicious steak, I'll get the fish because I like disgusting food. Because fish is disgusting. How bored are you with eating if you're ordering the fish? Just bring me something gross. I like to waste money. Who's the first person to walk into a harbor and go, hey, whatever reeks in here, let's eat that? Fish don't even like fish. That's why they're always frowning. They're like, what's that smell? Oh, it's me. I'm a fish. What's the best compliment you can give fish? Is to say that it's not fishy. Isn't fish supposed to be fishy? Get the hamburger. It's not burgery. Fishy is an indication something's wrong. Something fishy going on here? No, everything's burgery. I'm Catholic. Every Friday during Lent, we eat fish, which is supposed to symbolize the suffering of Jesus on the cross. What? Which means at one point someone was like, how should we honor the sacrifice of Jesus? And the other guy was like, well, we could fast, we could starve ourselves. No, that's too easy. What if we ate fish? And the other guy was like, I'd rather be crucified. It's a true story, it's in the Bible. Fish. Some cultures, they eat fish for breakfast. Good morning, here's some fish. It matches your breath. I'm not even hungry in the morning, granted, because I ate a couple hours earlier. But fish? I was in Iceland, went down to breakfast. At the beginning of the buffet, there was a bottle of fish oil and 12 shot glasses. They're drinking fish for breakfast. I don't know when you're supposed to drink fish, but maybe not when you wake up. Do you want the orange juice, the grapefruit juice, or the fish juice? The best news that ever happened to grapefruit juice. Finally, I'm not the worst thing on the planet. Fish. I was in Israel. Israel went down to breakfast. The entire breakfast buffet in Israel was fish, different types of disgusting fish. I know it's always comforting when a pale blonde guy is criticizing Israel. This is gonna go well. Grab your iPhone. It's this look. It's not easy looking like Hitler's wet dream, all right? This is not a good look. This is not the look you want for the tour of the Holocaust Museum. I've been to the Holocaust Museum in DC. I think everyone should go. I just suggest you don't look like me. I was walking around, people were like, he did it. That's the guy from the photo. He's not an Argentine, he's right here. Get him! Actually, I'm too pale for Hitler, right? Hitler been like, I said Aryan, not snowman. I mean, meet me halfway, people. By the way, that's how Hitler sounded. I'm Hitler, baby, bum, 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 bum. The Hitler man can. I'm a very pale white guy. I've yet to be the victim of any type of discrimination. I have been the victim of someone assuming I'd enjoy a racist joke. Have you ever had that? You're like, well, why would you think I'd want to hear that? Hey, he looks like he'd enjoy a little hatred. Maybe this bigotry will brighten his day. If anyone would have a problem with people with pigmentation, be the pale fella. But I know what I look like. I'm not saying I don't forget. You ever forget what you look like and then you walk in front of a mirror and you're like, oh no. When did that happen? Because during the day you're like, I'm Brad Pitt, I'm John Goodman. What's wrong with John Goodman?
Wow, that was amazing. I feel like we really connected. I think you're ready to move the relationship to subscribe. If the button wasn't down there, subscribe. Just do it. Do it.